Hey there. Are you a high school senior about to submit college applications to EA or ED schools? Here's a tip I have for you that can increase your chances at any school you apply to just by choosing a different major. My name is Ahmad. I am an admissions consulting strategist, and I help many students, dozens of students, to get into their top 20 universities. And I went to Cornell and Yale, and on this channel, I share some of the tips from some of my most successful students. So here's how you can go about increasing your chances at any school by some percentage points, but it always works. And that's by choosing a different major. So you may have heard already that you can actually choose a less competitive major to get into a university. So let's talk about it a little bit. The first thing is that is true. In the sense that if you apply to a very competitive popular major, biology, chemistry, computer science, engineering, a lot of students are applying to that. So it's going to be very difficult for you to get in compared if you were to apply to something else. However, if you do want to apply to these majors, the name of the game is niche. If you're applying to a popular major, you need to develop a niche within it. So for example, if you're applying to computer science, you can't just say I'm interested in computer science. You look like every other thousands and thousands of students applying to it. What you want to do is you want to develop a niche within computer science. So show some kind of interest within robotics, AI, machine learning, any other thing within that category. Biology, show an interest within nutrition, ecology, anatomy and physiology, something else. But you can't just say, I'm interested in that major and make yourself that. Develop a niche. Or you can apply to a major that is already nicheified. What I mean by that is you could apply to a classics major, Africana studies, a nutrition major, and a philosophy, public health major. A lot of these majors that are already specific enough where fewer people are applying to it. However, it comes with the caveat that you need to actually have shown some interest in that. You can't just apply to, let's say, a public health major or a classics major and you've done no activities in that at all. You've shown no interest. You've never taken any online classes. You've never written papers on it. Show some kind of interest. And the threshold here is really low. They want to see some interest and they'll take you, okay? So that's one thing. The other thing is to consider an interdisciplinary major that is adjacent to the major you want to do. For example, you're interested in computer science, but you know you're not going to be competitive for some of these schools because of your grades or whatever else. Consider information and technology. It's a similar adjacent major, though it's not computer science, but it helps increase your chances because not as many people are applying. If you're interested in biology, being pre-med, all of that, try to consider something like biology and society, an interdisciplinary biology major that is interdisciplinary between the science of biology and society in some sense. And it goes by different names at different schools. So these are just some tips that can really boost your chances this late in the game. Follow for more tips.